How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good, good.
Good.
So, did you guys watch the original film before getting involved in this one, or have you watched it back in the day, or?
I watched it after I found out I got the movie.
Why after? Is there a reason for that, or didn't you want to be like biased by the original movie, or?
Like, why didn't I read it before?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just got the movie and I was like, I should probably watch Flatliners. I didn't want to affect how I went about reading my lines and doing my audition, you know.
Yeah, I think we were told it's not a remake, so I think sometimes you can be swayed and you don't want to replicate the original film, but I think we were encouraged to see the original tone of the first movie and try and replicate that. Yeah.
Do you guys believe in afterlife, or you don't believe?
I think something happens. I don't know what, but something happens. Maybe we like go to another planet or something like that.
Do I believe? That's a big question for number 2.
I know. I should have left it like a little later.
No, it's good.
It's a good one. Let's just start the day off with a bang.
I don't know. I do believe that there is something to explore for sure. I think I did some study when I did my degree about a little like near-death experience. And there's a lot of stuff about the explaining what the white light is, and how it can be attributed to asphyxiation and things like that. So, but then when it tips into the metaphysical, I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, let the film decide that for you rather than us.
It was funny that in every time you guys went flatline, there was like some kind of dark side, that something horrible that happened in your lives that kind of manifested somehow after going flatline. Do you guys think that guilt is something that we should at some point like let go, or is something that kind of ruin our lives because we cannot get rid of it? Or what's your
Get rid of what? I'm sorry.
Guilt.
Guilt. I think guilt is unnecessary. Feeling guilty, I think, is sometimes even like, it's like almost selfish. It doesn't really, guilt doesn't fix anything. And I think you kind of like learn that when watching it, because we all end up kind of coming to this resolution when we realize that the guilt, that's what you learn. You're like, guilt doesn't do anything. It's more so about me forgiving myself, even if the other person doesn't forgive you necessarily.
And it's unhelpful, guilt. It's really, I mean, a lot of everyone who goes into any type of therapy or kind of psychoanalysis is about trying to alleviate, rid oneself of that. It's torturous. Our film definitely touches on the idea that these kind of hauntings and are rooted in kind of repressed guilt, and so that there are images where you see someone being haunted by something, and then it flashes to an image of that person, but there's nothing there. They're just imagining it. So the idea that we carry this guilt, and if you don't confront it and deal with it, then it can come and really do damage to your life. So yeah, I think guilt is something which we should all be addressing.
Yeah, you guys, guilt and religion is connected, or not necessarily?
In life or the movie?
No, in life. Like I was raised Catholic, and I think I carry a lot of guilt because of that. I was wondering if.
Ooh, yeah.
I was wondering if you guys have experienced that in your personal life, like being religious and carrying the guilt because of the religion, or guilt is there just.
I went to a very Catholic school, and I definitely have like a guilty thing, but I'm not sure which preceded what. Whether the schooling made me more guilty, or I was just a guilty person.
I think for me, I was raised very Christian, and yeah, I think religion and guilt goes hand in hand. I think that's how a lot of religions work, is guilting you.
Guilt tripping you. Well, I guess so. That's one way they kind of keep hold. But I think people who aren't religious definitely experience anxiety and guilt for sure. I mean, if you're a compassionate person and you consider other people's feelings, then you're going to be afflicted by guilt. So yeah, I don't think it necessarily has to go hand in hand with religion.
Cool. On that note, I think we're done.
Thank you.